I can tell you from these many discussions that there is intense interest in social media, collaboration, and government in every country where there is access to social media. A few weeks ago, I was able and had the privilege to participate in the GovCamp in Singapore. I was able to participate in the meetings, such as the meetings that you had earlier today. And as you have now seen, it's an excellent forum for information sharing, for knowledge sharing, for group discussions. Some of you may have been at the 40th anniversary conference of the Informatics Association of Turkey, which was held in the very same hotel where you're sitting now. For those of you who were there, it's good to be with you again. I know this talk comes at the end of a long day of speeches and meetings for you, so I simply want to make 3 key points about social media, collaboration, and governance. The first point is one that I think you already know. Social media puts enormous power into the hands of citizens and civil society. We have never had in the history of the world the ability we have now for citizens to access information about politics, policy, and government activities. The importance of smartphones for this type of information sharing and communication is critical. So the policy areas and the economic areas by which countries provide infrastructure, telecom systems, and affordability of smartphones and connect costs are critical for countries that are serious about using social media to strengthen civil society. The opportunities for citizens to collaborate using shared platforms are enormous. Opportunities to deliberate, to communicate using Twitter, such as the Twitter stream you have for this GovCamp, are also enormous. Equally important are the visualization and mapping tools that allow people to generate collective information and to display it visually so that we can see in real time the dynamic movement of information, people, and activities. Let me mention here the importance of simple, robust platforms that are easy to put up. When I was in Turkey in November to speak with many of you, I mentioned Ushahidi. I mentioned it again because Ushahidi is a platform that is very simple and very robust. If you are online or go online, you should look up Ushahidi and read about it. Ushahidi was developed in Africa by African software developers. Since its development, it has been used in countries all over the world to gather distributed data using SMX or email or web, and to be able to aggregate and visualize that data on a map or a timeline. The goal of this project is to create the simplest way to aggregate information from the public. It has been critical in responding to crises in many countries around the world, for environmental uses, for crime mapping, for mapping of all kinds. These types of simple platforms are going to be key if people are going to be able to use social media visualization and mapping. The second point I want to make is that social media and collaboration can serve many purposes. Very quickly, observers of social media use in many different countries have begun to see that authoritarian states, dictatorships, as well as democracies are learning quickly how to use social media to get their message across. Here are some examples. In Venezuela, in South America, Hugo Chavez has completely understood the power of social media to strengthen his government and his administration. Like Obama, like many democratic